In this video, I'm going to talk about Viva Amplify. So Viva Amplify is one of the product within Viva Suite application. Now, Viva Amplify basically provides a centralized platform to create and manage campaigns. So basically, through Viva Amplify, we can create campaigns. So it is at an organization wide level. So these campaigns are used to help inform employees and inform action. Now, Viva Amplify is basically a centralized management system, publishing and reporting tool to reach and engage employees within your organization. So it's all about the reach within your organization. So if your organization is like very big, then Viva Amplify is the tool through which a message can be passed on to mostly all of the staff within your organization. So, example, I would say if you want to change a culture within your organization, then the top management needs to prepare a campaign, and then that campaign will have some sort of a goals, and then those particular campaign will get executed by passing on the messages to the all the staff by using this channel. Now, Viva Amplify empowers organizational communication teams to elevate their message and energize people. If there is a new initiative taken by an organization, say at the start of the financial year, say maybe with regards to new ways of working, then Viva Amplify is the right tool to relay those information so that people get the right message at the right time and they get motivated and energized to execute the specific goal given to them. Viva Amplify is an app that is designed to boost employee engagement by transforming the messages into campaigns. Now, what are the capabilities of Viva Amplify is you can create and manage campaigns. You can create newsletters, create events, create status update, manage templates, add resources, external resource or an internal resources. You can add publications, create teams in Microsoft Teams, provide a writing guidance while creating a campaign. Campaign can be distributed across multiple channels. Reporting can be done once you receive the responses from the campaign execution. The post can be scheduled, so you can decide in the near future when you want to schedule those posts. And once you create that campaign, the campaign can undergo through a process of approval so that relevant message are conveyed within like multiple set of eyes. Okay, so you need to have those approvals defined within your organization so that all the checks and balances are taken care before executing those campaign. Now we can set campaign goals because every campaign needs to have some sort of a goal, because in order to test whether the campaign was successful or not, you may need to measure some parameters and then that parameters can decide whether the campaign was a success or a failure. Now, if the campaign is a success, well and good, it may be able to achieve the goal what you intend to. But if it's a failure, then there's a lot of lessons out of it, and then you need to basically get an actionable insights out of those particular campaign failure results. Now we can measure the outcomes, compare data by audiences. You can do a sentiment analysis, channel optimization, and multi-channel preview. So when a campaign is created, then you can preview those campaigns using multiple channel preview. Like if you want to preview how it will look in multiple devices or different application, those things can be done using Viva Amplify. So this is a set of feature segregated into various categories. So there is a collaboration approach, there is an approvals, there's a scheduling. So scheduling is basically delivering the message at the most impactful moment by scheduling the post. Approval is all about approving the campaign before it gets published. Collaboration is all about adding collaborators. So campaign is not created by just one person. It is a team effort. So people from various department or business unit or top level or high level executive needs to collaborate and then assign an owner, editor, or approver role so that the campaign is drafted correctly. Now the objectives, every campaign needs to have some sort of an objective. Now the objective is based on key results, it's based on set goals, and the tone needs to be properly aligned with the team. Message creation is all about publishing by planning, writing, reviewing, and posting message for different channels. So there is a lot of reviewing component which comes into picture in this module. Multi-channel preview, again, I mentioned that this is all about creating content once and automatically reformatting for various channels such as Outlook, Microsoft Teams, or SharePoint. Multi-channel publishing, so um, we can grow the readership by automatically publishing to multiple apps at the same time. So once you publish your campaign, it will go into multiple channels, and then that will grow the outreach for those campaigns. Sentiment analysis is to understand how different groups react to the messages. So some people may be active in Teams, some people may be active using mobile devices, some people may be active in SharePoint, okay, or some people may prefer Outlook. So we can get all those sentiment details using sentiment analysis. And insights and reporting will give you a lot of reports around uh, the campaigns, how the campaign is performing. Now, this is how the screen looks like. So I'll go through this by navigating through the Microsoft website because I don't have any specific demo implemented, but this is how the screen looks like for provisioning those campaigns. Okay, so I'm in the Microsoft website. So if you see here, this is Microsoft Viva Amplify. So you can navigate to this URL. And here, if you click on features, this is the screen which I just showed you, like collaboration, approval, scheduling, multi-channel preview, message creation, sentiment analysis, insights and reporting, objectives, and multi-channel publishing are some of the feature. But how do we start? Okay, now the first part is campaign management. Okay, so there are three part: campaign management, authoring and publishing, and reporting and analytics. So first part, campaign management. Here, if you see the screen, this is the home page of Viva Amplify. Okay, so let me just zoom a bit. Okay, now here, this particular application can be accessed using web URL. Okay, so once you have the proper licensing done, then you will see a web page which will have getting started and campaign as a section. And from here, you can create a new campaign. This section will allow you to create new campaign. You can see that there are various templates for creating a campaign. So if you don't want to start from scratch, then you can utilize the already pre-built templates. You can also view the recent publications. So if there are publication which has been published in recent days, those can be visible over here. And under resources, there is some external links through which will help you to draft the campaign content. Schedule post, if you click here, I'll say that this is scheduled communications to deliver messages. So all the posts need not go through direct publish, so you can schedule to publish, and then you can specify the future date to publish those campaign items. Now if you see here, there are a lot of options. So if you see from a screen perspective, this is, I think this is more or less like a SharePoint based interface. So it is like a SharePoint site, and you can add various sections, you can add the content, you can format the content, you can add images, you can add various resources. And there is a toolbar over here which is like which has distribution channels, writing guidance, approval history. So all these actions can be done on this particular page. Manage approval. So once this page, or like once a campaign is created, it will undergo various approvals. So if you see over here, it says your response will apply to all distribution channel, and you can also trace the history of what has happened. Now, if you see this one requested by this particular user, and then it is approved by uh, Adi Kapoor, and then there is a pending response by Dennis and Chris. So you can exactly see who was approved, from whom the pending response is there, and you can even cancel the request. So there is a whole workflow process being set for particular campaign authoring. Now, authoring and publishing. So once you write a message, then for a campaign, the campaign needs to have some sort of a brief. You need to have that main ideas if you want to communicate within those campaign. So over a period of time, I believe in the next year, we might uh, be seeing Copilot being introduced so that you can deliver those crisp message required for the campaign. You can set the campaign goals and measure outcome to ensure your message inspire action. So campaign needs to be inspiring. It should measure the outcome, and campaign should have a goal defined. You can then select audiences. Now the audiences means basically, I would say, a distribution channel. Okay. Now one of the distribution channel is Outlook. So once you select the distribution channel as Outlook, then you can add recipients through which the campaign needs to be delivered. You can review the sender field, and then you can just send a test mail to see how it looks like when you send those campaign in Outlook. So there is a bit of testing approach as well over here. Once you make that, before you make the campaign go live. Publish across channels. So multiple channels exist. So there is an Outlook channel, there is a SharePoint channel, there is a Teams channel, and there is a Viva Engage channel coming soon. So Viva Engage is basically Yammer. So you can publish those into various channels at once. So you create once and publish into multiple channels so that you get a great outreach for your campaign. Last part, reporting and analytics. You can compare the data by audiences. So once the report or once the campaign is completed and you get the response, start getting response, then you can actually see how the campaign is performing based on the channels. You can group by distribution channel, you can break down by either audience or designation or the function type associated with that particular parameters. So if you want to see group by Outlook and based on location, so how your multi-tier or multi-city application is doing, then you can actually trace that. So if you have, say, offices in Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Brisbane, so all city within Australia, let's assume, then you can exactly slice and dice with regards to that. Okay. Understand sentiment. So from here, if you see the list, then you can actually understand the positive, negative, and neutral reactions for the various uh, component or distribution channels over here. So in SharePoint, as you see here, that there are three different groups through which this particular messages has been conveyed, and how many are positive, how many are negative, and how it is trending across. Optimize for channels. You can use reporting to understand which channel is good. So if you see the report over here, Outlook, many people open this publication using Outlook. So that means Outlook is more famous than maybe Engage or maybe Teams. So then in the future, you may prefer publishing through this channel. So this is just one example, but there can be other examples as well, like how many times have item in this publication been promoted. So Outlook has a greater reach, and then you can make a decision that, okay, let's use Outlook as a main distribution channel to publish those reports. So that's it, folks. This is all about Viva Amplify. Thanks for watching.